Okay, I'm starting to stream, just setting up here. Just making sure everything is working because there's lots of things to watch. Anyway, welcome everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm just checking to see who's here. Okay, so yeah, Layla is here as usual. Stanley, good. Than. I answered you. I'm doing fine. Okta, welcome. Grace. Grace is here, Grace Lim. And today's a very special day because I met Grace and Carrie. And both of them are here today. Both of them are Korean. And we had a nice lunch and we had coffee after lunch. And both of them, it was such a joy to meet both of them today. So thank you guys for meeting me today. In the future, I hope to meet more students from around the world, and I'm going to talk about that tonight. Okay, Prakar. Hello. Summer S. Hello. Maya. Okay, Maya Lovers. Is Lovers your last name? Dakshina Murthy. Yeah, good to see you. Well, good to see you in the chat room. I can't really see you. Kevin's here. Lutfi. Hi, Mr. Robin. I'm lit. So lit, he's using slang. Lit. That's kind of modern slang to me. Excited or expecting something. I didn't use that when I was young, but I hear young people using that more and more. I'm lit. I'm very excited about something. I'm going to erase that because I don't want that to be there the whole video. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Andre's here. Zahir Khan. Oh, hello, Zahir. Welcome. Kunjan Rigel. Nice to see you live. Nice to talk to you live. Fanny's here. Morad El Habuli. Hi, guys. Okay, yeah, Maya's from Indonesia, but living in Hong Kong. I'm going to talk about Hong Kong tonight. Actually, I'm going to talk about many countries tonight. Most of those countries are in Asia. So I'll talk about those countries. So anyway, welcome guys. Just gotta do a few more things to make sure we're all set up, ready to go. Okay, let's get started. So if you don't know who I am, I think everyone here knows who I am, but if you don't know, my name is Robin Shaw, and I'm an English teacher, and I've been teaching English in South Korea for almost 20 years. Actually, next May 25th, that is my anniversary for coming to Korea. So at that time, it'll have been 20 years in Korea. Wow, that's a long time. But anyway, I'm teaching to an international audience now. So I'm happy to see people from all around the world here. And I'm Canadian, if you don't know that. Also, for my live streams, I'm very active or interactive with the people in the chat. So if you don't see the chat room, you got to log into YouTube, enter the chat room, and then I can see your questions and comments, and then I can talk to you. So if you're just watching and you want to chat, log into YouTube and do that. Okay, anyway, that's out of the way. So the usual structure of my live streams, I do the introduction. That's what I'm doing right now. Just, introducing myself and making sure everyone is here. And then I'm going to get into the topic, and tonight's topic is travel. So I'm going to talk a lot about traveling, and this is a very important topic because I'm going to travel 2 days from now. I'm going to travel, so that's going to affect my live stream schedule. I'll talk about that later. And then after the topic, I usually have English Q&A, which means if you have an English question, that's a good time to ask me the English question. So if you have an English question now, save it. After the topic, I'll do some time to answer any English question you have for free. All right, I'm just going back. Before I start the topic, I'm just going back to see who's joined, just to say hi. I'm always excited to see who comes and watches my live stream, because I'm always very thankful and surprised. Thank you for coming to watch me talk. Celine's here. Jocelyn. I'm going to call you by your chat room name, Jocelyn Ovidio. Hi, sir. Just call me Robin. Okay. SEH. Oh la la. Cannot directly move from HT to YouTube app. Okay, so what's the problem? Dakshina, advanced happy 20th anniversary. Well, I hope I'll probably do a live stream on that day, so I hope you're still around by that time. All right. Rosa's here. Hello, Rosa. Welcome. All right, so are you a horse rider? For the thumbnail to this video, yeah, that was in Mongolia. I rode the horse in Mongolia. There's going to be a lot of pictures tonight. I'm sorry. Most of my pictures, you're going to see about 20 pictures of me traveling different parts of the world. I'm very sorry because most of them are selfies. Because when I travel, I usually travel alone. All right, so when I take a picture, it's usually a selfie. So you're going to see a lot of my selfies today. Sorry, but that's usually what I do. Oh, Zahir. I'm Nazi. That's a difficult name. Nazibullah Zahir. And I'm really happy to be a part of your group. I have watched a lot of your videos already, so thanks a lot for helping. All right, well, thank you for joining this group. Hang Tong, hello, Robin. Incheon Mayor, welcome back. Save your questions for the end. That's a good question. All right, let's get started. So again, sorry for all the selfies. So you can see the topic is travel. That's what I'm going to talk about tonight. Now, it's not, if you came here to hear about an English lesson, I'm not actually teaching any lesson today. I'm just going to talk about my travel experiences around the world and talk about many countries, maybe your country, and then later on we'll do a little bit of English time. And you can see in the first picture, this is in Laos, in Asia, Southeast Asia. And when I travel, I usually don't shave. I usually grow my beard. That's called a beard. Mustache is only here, but when it's like that, it's called a beard. So when I travel, I usually don't shave. And you can see I probably look really old when I'm traveling. All right. All right, so why travel? Why do people travel? I'm just going to do a little introduction about travel to give you some terminology, some vocabulary. It's pretty easy vocabulary, but I'm going to talk about this vocabulary a lot. Why do people travel? The first one is leisure. What is leisure? You guys know what leisure is? What do I mean by leisure? Murad, thank God, I'm not late. Welcome, moron. Seema, why are you sorry about selfie? Because my face is too close. Yeah, leisure is more for fun and relaxation. Just people travel to take a rest. Maybe they've been working all year and they need a rest. So that's why they travel. Um, that's not why I travel. So when I travel, it is not for leisure, and I'm going to talk about that. The photo in the top, that's in Sweden. I'll talk about Sweden later. Another reason is shopping. A lot of people like to go shopping when they travel. Um, Actually, when I go traveling, I don't shop. That's so leisure and shopping. These are not the reasons I travel. The photo is from Turkey. I think in the bazaar there in Istanbul. Cultural experience. A lot of people travel for cultural experience. Uh, yeah, I used to travel for cultural experience, but not so much anymore because I've traveled a lot. I've already seen so many different kinds of culture, and I've been talking to international students for a long time. So I'm pretty familiar with a lot of cultures. So when I travel, I'm not looking for the cultural experience. Zahir, have you been to Asian countries yet? I'm going to talk about all the countries I've been to, and there's a lot. The photo there is also from Turkey. The time I went to Turkey, there was a blizzard, a snowstorm. Uh, Turkey is great. Istanbul is great, but I was very surprised by the snowstorm when I went there. All right, another reason to travel is food. You like food, and when people travel to another country, they like to eat the delicious food of that country. That's not why I travel. I'm very picky about food when I travel, so usually I don't eat too much of the local food. If someone invites me for dinner, of course, I'm very happy to eat the local food. But when I'm by myself, I don't care too much about food. That's kind of my personality. So I don't really travel for that. Maybe you guys like food when you travel, but that's not me. Oh, SEH, food, heart. Let's see. What do you think? To feel, experience, or cultures enough? How much time period is needed? When I travel to countries, I'm usually very fast, but I go back to countries many times. But when I'm there, I'm a fast traveler. I'll talk about that. Enjoy nature. So a lot of people travel to enjoy like the mountains, lakes, or some special place where the nature is beautiful. That's nice. That's nice. I like that sometimes, but that's not really the reason I travel. And you can see in this photo, this is in Myanmar. Uh, I was taking the boat on the river for about 14 hours. That was a good experience. There was good nature there. I enjoyed that. Pilgrimage. This is another reason people travel. I guess Muslims for the people of Islam who watch my videos, you might make your pilgrimage, which is the religious journey. You might make that to Mecca. Zahir, how old are you, Mr. Robert? Save those personal questions to later. Grace, do you travel to meet new people, to meet your students? I want to, but Grace, students say they want to meet me, but they never meet me when I travel. I'm always very disappointed. I think they're too shy. Jose here. How old do you think I am? Oh, we have a Tika. I hope you'll come to Indonesia. Well, I've been there. I'll talk about that. Astaroth 666, 36 years old. Thank you. Work study. People travel for work or study. I've done that too. I've traveled to work. I've traveled to study, but that's not really travel, right? You're doing something else. Work and study is first, and maybe the travel part is second. But I've done that. I've done that. I've worked in many countries and I've studied in many countries too. The picture there is Maldives. I went to Maldives, and Maldives is not that cold. That's just a joke because I had my winter jacket. But Maldives was very beautiful. Adventure. This is why I travel. So I really like to have adventure. So I like to go places that are very interesting, sometimes a little dangerous, because I feel the thrill of going to those places. So that's the main reason I travel. And you're probably all wondering, Robin, what is that photo? What are you doing? This is also in Maldives. Uh, Maldives is the islands, and they have one island called Trash Island, and I happened to visit Trash Island. So that's like adventure. That was a very interesting experience, but very dirty. Tika, here just happened tsunami. Oh, really? Tsunamis. Well, lucky I haven't been anywhere affected by tsunami while I was there. Adele. Yeah, I haven't been to the pyramids yet, but maybe winter 2020. I should be at the pyramids. And Adele, Bakri, you and I are gonna have coffee in front of the pyramids, right? In January 2020. Mark that on the calendar. Kevin, subtitles, movie clips. What are the travels you're going to travel to? I'm going to talk all about that now. But first, I'm going to talk about the travels or the countries I've already traveled to. The picture there is from Mumbai. So, of course, the top there says Canada. I'm Canadian. I'm from Canada, so I'm not including that in the list. That's my home country. But number one there is special. The numbers have no meaning. There's no rank. I just quickly put it in my countries that I've been to, and I just put a number. So, but number one, South Korea is special because I've been here almost 20 years. So I'm Canada and South Korea. They're very special to me. Canada is my original country, and then South Korea is my new country. And number two there, Thailand. I've been probably after South Korea, Thailand. Well, not probably, surely Thailand. I've been there the most. Okay, Thailand. I love Thailand because it's very easy to get a flight, cheap flight from South Korea. And I have a lot of teacher friends in Thailand. I've also studied in Thailand. I've also done some work in Thailand. And if I want to go to the beach or rest, I usually choose Thailand because it's such a great and friendly country. Thailand. I don't know if we have any Thai people in the chat today. If there are any Thai people, please let me know because I love Thailand and I would like to talk to any Thai people. And you can see Malaysia. I've been there to Malaysia a lot. Only Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia is great. I really love Malaysia. And then Japan. I've been to Japan many times. China. Hong Kong, which is part of China but different. USA, San Francisco, LA, Guam. I went to Guam. India, I've been there 3 times. I'll be back to India. Well, USA, India, these countries are so big. And China too, so big that it's going to take me years of traveling to see all the parts of those places. So, if you're in those countries, I'll see you in the future. Taiwan, very, very cute country, or Taipei is a cute city. I really love Taipei. I really wish I could live there for 6 months just to experience Taiwan and Taipei, but no time. I'm going to go through this quick, but if I've been to your country, let me know. Philippines, I've been there twice. Vietnam, North Korea. I went to North Korea in 2014, and in the future I'll do a live stream about North Korea because I have many things to say about North Korea. Singapore, Cambodia, Indonesia. There you go, guys. I've been to Jakarta and Bali in February. Last February, I went to Jakarta, Bali. I didn't really like to the Indonesian people. I didn't really like Jakarta, and I didn't really like Bali. And there, I know there's other better parts of Indonesia, and in the future I'm going to go to those better parts. But Jakarta was just such a big city, and Bali was such a party culture that I didn't really enjoy those places. But I don't hate Indonesia, but I hope to go to new places in Indonesia, and perhaps you can recommend in the future. Checking. Inchon do you have crisis in many time traveling? I'm a very cautious and safe traveler. I've never had any health problems and I've never lost money. I'm usually pretty safe. Dakshina, I'm from India. Talk about more. Yeah, India. I've been to Mumbai, New Delhi, Agra, and Calcutta. India is amazing. It's always interesting. But sometimes India is sad because there's a lot of poor people. But everybody I met in India has treated me very, very well. So the people there that I've met, wow, I feel like a king when I go there because they treat me so well. Oh, Stanley. Yeah, next time I go to Malaysia, I'm going to see Stanley. Guaranteed. We can have the coffee at the Petronas Towers. Tika, maybe next time Bandung? Here, let me just... Sure, Tika. Yeah, looks good. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Bandung, but just outside Jakarta. Yeah, it looks good. Layla, could I ask you, are you planning to visit us in Saudi Arabia in the future? I would love to go to Saudi Arabia, but I don't know if that's possible. Does Saudi Arabia allow tourists? But certainly I will go there. SCH, North Korea? Yep, North Korea. I spent 3 weeks in North Korea. Fenny. Many foreigners like Bali to have vacation. There are a lot of foreigners in Bali. Yeah, there are too many foreigners in Bali, but that's not my style. I didn't really like Bali. Okay, Kevin. Rosa, Iran. Yeah, I will go there soon. Maybe this summer. And Kashmir. No, I haven't been there. But certainly I'll go there in the future. All right, so I've been to Australia, but I've only been to Darwin. That's a city in the northern part of Australia. I haven't been to Sydney or Canberra or Melbourne. I haven't been to those places yet. Only Darwin, and Darwin was beautiful, but very expensive. Wow, so expensive. East Timor, I guess, for the people from Indonesia, you know East Timor. I went to East Timor also. Sima, don't come to Saudi. We live in the hell. Oh. Well, I like to travel to bad places too, just to understand those places and understand my students in those places. Rosa, oh my God, really? Yes, Rosa. Seema, Jan, hello, hello. Grace, why don't you travel to Europe much? Well, I'm going to talk about Europe. I'm not finished my list. Abhishek Kumar, I'm from India. Yeah, we got a lot of people from India. Good. Next time I go back to India, I expect you guys to have a coffee with me or a meal. Oh, Tika, you're planning my next trip. Yeah, I will go to those places. Kashmir, yeah. I'm traveling. I love to travel. I will see everywhere eventually. Afghanistan and Pakistan. Uh, I will go there, but Afghanistan is, I think, a little dangerous. But I have a really good friend. He works at the for the government in Afghanistan, and he has invited me. And I might go to Afghanistan and Pakistan. But Pakistan, Afghanistan, the visa, there's a little bit of visa issue, so I'll try. Grace, wow, more lists? Not too much more. You are rich? No, when I travel very cheap. I always stay in the hostel and I don't usually eat at big restaurants and I don't spend a lot of money. Florin, hello Florin. David's here. Hello David. Welcome David. All right, Mongolia, Nepal, I've been there. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go a little faster. You guys, Macau next to Hong Kong, Laos, Brunei, Myanmar, Bangladesh. If anyone from Bangladesh, I went to Dhaka. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was amazing, really beautiful. Maldives, I told you that. Bhutan, I visited Bhutan. Great place. And Turkey, you guys know that. And we're coming to the end, which we get into Europe, Sweden. I've been to Sweden, England, and then the UK. The UK area, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Ireland. I've been to those places, and that is all the places I've been to. So, and I'll be back. I'm just checking the chat. Zakia, hello. Will you be coming to the UK at some point? Yes, I'll be going back to the UK. Murad, so disappointed. You haven't seen Germany or Morocco. I'm half German and half Moroccan. Ah, interesting, Murad. But why are you disappointed? Because I haven't been there, but I must go there now. Yeah, I will go to Germany and Morocco. Guaranteed, I promise, in the future. Why wonder? Hi, I just joined through the link of HelloTalk Open Chat you sent earlier. Yeah, thank you, Why Wonder. Where are you from, Why Wonder? Are you Korean? Fenny, how was your vacation in Bangladesh? Is Bangladesh a good country? Uh, Bangladesh, Bangladesh is difficult country. I'll be honest here. When I went to Bangladesh, I saw that the people living in Bangladesh really have a hard life, in my opinion. I didn't see all parts of Bangladesh, but uh, I was just in the capital city, and I saw capital city, big city life, and it was hard. I felt the people there really had a difficult time, and there was a lot of air pollution. So I'm sure there's more beautiful parts of Bangladesh, and I'll go back to Bangladesh. But the main city, really difficult. Why wonder? I'm from South Korea. Good. I live here. Yeah, everyone's excited to see David. David is a very popular friend on our WhatsApp groups. Florin, I visited other countries, but I didn't live in other country. Yeah, Florin, perhaps one day in the future, you can live in another country. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the future. Oh no, I'm gonna talk about my favorite countries. If your country is not here, I'm sorry. Without a doubt, my favorite place to visit was England. I really, really enjoyed England. I stayed in London for 1 month. Ooh, very expensive. That's where I studied my CELTA certificate. CELTA is a teaching certificate. So I got my CELTA in London, and I really loved England. I will go back to England, but it's so expensive. Japan, number two. I've been to Japan many times. I've been to every major city in Japan. I love Japan. Japan is the people. The people are quiet and shy, but the country is so interesting and clean. Very clean country. Japan is so clean. And as I told you, number three would be Thailand because I know so many people there. And my plan for the future, one day I will leave Korea and I'll probably retire in Thailand. Okay, Zahir, bye. Tanthan Nui, I'm from Myanmar. Great, I've been there. It was beautiful in Myanmar. Some people call Myanmar Burma. I think Burma is the old name. Myanmar is the new name. I went there. It was great. Uh, Takshina, I was thinking you can save money instead of going abroad. Sorry to ask you why you have traveled these countries for work tour. Uh, Takshina, two main reasons I can travel so much. The first reason is I work at the university. So as a professor, I have a lot of vacation time in the winter break and the summer break. So I have time to travel. And about the money, uh, I'm not married and I don't have children. So I have a lot of extra money for traveling. But I travel cheap. I really, really travel cheap. Summer S, is Japan expensive? Yes, Japan is expensive. But London and or England or the UK and Australia, Canada, USA, they're very expensive. But Japan is okay. Why wonder? You live in Seoul. I live near Seoul. Grace, do you think Korea is expensive? Yes and no, because to buy things in Korea is very expensive. But services like fixing my car, getting a haircut, any sort of business that provides a service is very cheap. Very, very cheap. But if I'm buying things, Korea is too expensive. And Incheon Mayor, can you tell me Pyongyang story more? I will do another live stream in the future about North Korea. I don't want to talk too much about North Korea. Very sensitive issue about North Korea. Okay, I'm going to move on. to the next slide. My favorite place, Baekdu Mountain. So Incheon Mer, Grace, why wonder? The Koreans here, you know Baekdu Mountain. Baekdu Mountain is in North Korea. That was my favorite place in the world so far. At the top of the mountain, there's a lake. It's beautiful. You can see in the right picture, I'm there with my North Korean guide. That was an amazing, no, that's not my girlfriend. That's the North Korean guide. She was very friendly. And so Baekdu Mountain in North Korea was my favorite place in the world so far. Just a very peaceful, lovely place. I really enjoyed going there. Incheon Mayor writes, South Koreans like us want to go to Baekdu Mountain. You have to go on the China side. Yep. But I didn't go to the China side, but I heard there's a lot of people and a lot of trash. Florin, I can guarantee that I won't be married. Okay. Yeah, Stanley, I think Stanley, you and I are going to meet a lot in the future. All right, I'm going to talk about my future travel. So next week, I'm going to the USA. I'll go to Honolulu, LA, Las Vegas, San Francisco. I'm going to make some new videos with Esther during that time. So another teacher, I'll make some new videos. And then after that, I'm going to start my journey down through Mexico and Central America. So you can see all those. That's not South America, that's Central America. So usually North America. Wait, I don't want to make a mistake. So yeah, those countries, I guess, officially are in North America, but we usually say Central America. So not South America. And yeah, I'll meet Esther very soon. January 3rd, I will meet Esther. And hi. So I'm and at the I will be in China too. If you look at number 10, I'll be in China in February. So I'll be traveling from December 25th until February 14th. I'll be traveling. Yeah, Robin is a wanderlust from David. Tika, how about Denmark? Yeah, in the future, I will go to Europe, mainland Europe, continental Europe. I will visit all the European countries. So if I have any students watching now, and you are in or live in, working in, studying in one of these countries, please let me know. I'd like to meet you. Florin, I already promised in the future I'll come see you. Dakshina, do you know the languages other than English? I'm not fluent in any other languages. I know a lot of words from many languages, but usually I just speak English. And the two countries that I visited so far there's three countries that are really, really bad at English. China, outside Beijing and Shanghai, China. Japan is not so good at English, and South Korea, not so good at English. But the other countries I've been to, I've usually had no problem with English. Fenny, how do you process your visa to travel to many countries? Is that easy? Most countries are easy for me because I have a Canadian passport. Some countries are difficult. China is difficult for me to go to China, uh, but most of the time it's easy. I'm very lucky. My passport is uh, doesn't cause me trouble. I know a lot of you, your passport, you have to get visas. It's difficult. Summer asks, do you have a blog or something for your adventures? Just Facebook. I just put all my pictures on Facebook. Incheonmer, what air carrier? While Incheonmer, I usually don't fly Korea Air. I don't really like Korea Air because it's expensive. Yeah, David, that's a good question. What's your name? I don't understand your question. Why wonder? Why is your second country South Korea? You said so. Second country I live in. Summit, hi. Welcome, Summit. Good to see you here, Summit. Florin, I plan in the future to be fluent in the German language. So, Florin, let's go on a trip to Germany. You can help me travel through Germany. And I can see in this chat group tonight, nobody is from these countries. All right. So, the live streams, when I'm traveling, I will still do live streams, but not 4 times a week. I will try to do live streams maybe twice a week. And in the beginning of January, I will do some live streams with Esther. So you can look forward to that. With Esther, we'll do some live streams. And the rest of the time after I meet Esther and I go traveling, I will do live streams, but I won't be able to prepare topics. So I might do some Q&As. I might just do some free talking with you guys. But for the next 2 months, yeah, the live streams here are going to be different. I'm still going to talk to you, but there'll be a little different format than what I've been using so far. Sumit, what do you like more about India? As I said, I don't know if you heard earlier, Indian people are so friendly. Whenever I've been in trouble in India, lost or confused about something, always there's some hero, some Indian hero who comes to help me and who's very friendly. Grace, but what time? There are time differences in the world. Good good question, Grace. I will try to keep the same time. Uh I'll think about that. I don't know. I'll put the schedule up. Andre, when's the last time you've been to Canada? The last time I've been to Canada was 2013. Okay, so Musa is the name of that person. Hello, Musa. All right, so I love travel. What kind of traveler are you? What do you like to do when you travel? What's the best country you've been to when you traveled, in your opinion? And should I visit your area? Why? So these are the questions. You can just start answering any question. I'd like to know from you guys uh, what your answers are. Tika, have you been to Singapore? Yeah, I've been to Singapore. It wasn't on the list. I went to Singapore about 10 years ago. I'll go back. Florin, India speaks English 30% of people according to an article. Yeah, a lot of people speak English in India. A lot of people don't speak English in India, but everyone was very nice. Language did not decide if a person was nice or not. Anyone? No one's putting answers to the questions. Oh, I didn't scroll down. Oh, Grace, I like Hong Kong. Yeah, Hong Kong. Hong Kong is very easy to travel, get around. Thailand and Taiwan. But when I visited Taiwan, it was so hot and humid. Grace, I love hot and humid. I prefer that weather. I like summer. I don't like winter because when I'm growing up in Canada, too cold. So I don't want to go back to too cold. I want to be in too hot. Florin, I appreciate Grace for the success of learning English. We should all thank Grace. She's a lovely woman. Okay, nobody's chatting. Is there anyone here? All right, I'm gonna move. Oh, Inchadmer. I will challenge solo trip abroad, so you can tell me solo tour tips, something. And I'm worried lazy without my friends. Well, it depends what kind of traveler you are, Inchadmer. Uh, If it's your first solo trip, I recommend easy countries like Japan or Hong Kong or Singapore. Those are really great to go for a solo trip. Very safe, clean, easy to get around. Uh, if you like adventure like me, then I recommend Mongolia, Nepal. Uh, but if you go to India or Cambodia, countries like this, or Bangladesh, you should have some travel experience. Don't go to those countries first because the culture, food, everything is so different. It can be very shocking if you don't have much travel experience and you go to India, you're going to have a big surprise. So those kind of countries you should have some experience before you go there. But do go there because they're wonderful countries. Uh, Dakshina, I am foodie, so I like to find great food. Indian cuisines, yeah, I've had Indian food a lot. I love it. Not all of it, but I do enjoy Indian food. Tika, I have never traveled. How old are you, Tika? Rosa, you're always welcome to Korea. Florin, I want to make live streams. Florin, I would watch your live stream. Grace, I like to travel to feel free. Yes, there is a sense of freedom when we're traveling. Rosa, but I think it is very expensive. Rosa, if you can come to Korea, I will help you to have a very interesting experience with a low budget. I have a car. Anybody, if you come to Korea, I have a car. I can show people around. Grace, I want to go to Vietnam. Yeah, I went to Vietnam a couple times. It's interesting. Summit, you must visit my village because here you can have natural air without any pollution. Yeah, hopefully I can come see you one day. Uh, but your area seemed a little difficult because I checked it on the map before. It seemed a little bit difficult to get to. But yeah, I'll be back to India and hopefully I can see you then. Seema, I like the idea that you travel alone. Most of the time, last summer I went to Mongolia, Nepal, and India with one of my students. We had a great time. Prakar, long drive. You like the long drive by road. I'm not good at driving long distances. I'm usually I usually kind of get tired and fall asleep sometimes. Andre, I traveled last time in autumn 2018 to Greece. Just a rest on the beach in hot country. Leisure travel. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll go to Greece one day, but I hope to go to Russia before Greece. Tika's only 18. Well, Tika, you have a lot of time. Tika, Raja, Ampat, Papa. Yeah, I'm gonna copy this, and when I go back to Indonesia, I'll go there. Yeah, Incheon Mir, I want to go to Russia when my Navy life ends in 2020. How about Russia? I want to go to Russia. I want to go to Vladivostok on the east coast and take the Trans Siberian train all through Russia, Moscow, into Europe. That's my dream. There's so many interesting experiences I want to have. Okay, Summer has something positive to say about Saudi Arabia. Its desert is charming, and the traditional food is delicious, in my opinion, but I'm not sure if everybody would like these things or not. Well, I will give it a try. Excuse me. Andre, for seeing a country, I've been in Serbia in 2016. Did you go for the tour or work? Because Serbia is usually not, I don't know, but it doesn't sound like a place people travel to too much. Rosa, yeah, Rosa, one day you'll visit many countries. Florin, I feel proud of speaking English. Florin, English is one of the international languages, and yeah, English. I'm very happy that I grew up in a country where the first language was English because when I travel, it makes life easier. But Florin, your English should be easy for you to travel, especially if you know other languages like German. Rosa, I just visited cities in my country. I haven't been in other countries. Yeah, Rosa, you will travel one day. Hang Tong, I've been to Japan, Korea for traveling, relaxing, and shopping. Well, next time you come to Korea, let me know. We can have coffee or a meal. Prakar, Russia. I really want to go to Russia. Florin, I want to leave my country. What's wrong with your country, Florin? Yeah, Adele Bakri, I'll be going to Egypt, definitely. And I can stay with you for free. Well, keep in contact, Adele. Message me on WhatsApp group or Facebook. Layla, you should travel to my area to get to know its culture and meet good people. Layla, if I go to your area, the first thing I don't care about culture and good people. I want to meet you first. You are the most interesting thing. I want to meet you first. Andre, you're in Moscow. Yeah, I hope to be in Moscow. I have to go to Russia in the summer. I don't want to go in the winter. All right, Tika. Good night. I like the idea of learning Korean from Florin. You're an amazing student, Florin, because you're learning Korean so fast. Andre, Serbia has good nature. Okay, interesting. I will go there one day, but it's not the top of my list yet. Grace, how much English level do we need during traveling? Uh, Well, basic is enough. It's not necessarily English level. It's just your confidence. So I see a lot of, because Grace, you're Korean. I see a lot of Koreans. They when they travel, they don't feel confident and they don't use English. But I think most people in the world, basic English is enough. If you're, you just have to be able to one word, saying one word sentences is enough. Restaurant, toilet, that's enough. Of course, if you want to have conversations with other international travelers, then you should, well, you also can be beginner, but you got to practice. It's all about confidence. Stanley, do you love snorkeling, Robin? I prefer Sipadan. Sipadan. I'm going to check that. I'm very interested. Sipadan Island. Oh, Sipadan. Oh, that looks like a very, wow, that's a very far place to go to. But to answer your question, I've done a lot of snorkeling, but I don't like it too much. And I don't do scuba diving. I've tried scuba diving, but snorkeling, scuba diving, not really my, I don't like doing those things too much. Dell, okay, you're welcome anytime. Where can you, Andre? I maybe summer 2020. I will visit Russia. Uh, I will try. Seema, the best thing in my country is me. That is the correct answer. Adele, I'll contact you. Good. Iran. Iran or Iran? How do you pronounce that? Because I've heard British people, American people, and many people pronounce Iran. Many people pronounce it Iran. I guess I should say Iran. Am I saying it correctly? Iran? Or should I say Iran? Yeah, great. Flora and Grace helps me to learn Korean. Yeah, Grace is amazing. Car. Andre. Honestly, Serbia is only one country, European country, that doesn't require a visa for Russians. It's a good reason to go there. Layla, unfortunately, most people are afraid to travel to Saudi Arabia. I am not scared to travel to Saudi Arabia. Like I say, I go to a lot of dangerous places. No problem. If I can go to Saudi Arabia, I will go to Saudi Arabia. Incheon Mer, you think is same as me? Big ferry in Yangyang. Oh yeah, my to go to Vladivostok. Take the train. Let's go together. Rosa, you said it correct. Well, I said both ways. Iran. Florin, you are amazing with languages. Okay, Grace. Hang Tong, I hope can meet you and have a meal with you because my wife loves shopping in Korea. Yeah. Keep in touch. Contact me with the links below. All right, guys, I'm going to move on here. It's almost 11:30 in Korea, and I've been talking for an hour. So let's move on to the last part of the live stream. If you got any English questions or you still want to talk about travel, just let me know. And I'll try to answer any English questions or any other questions you have. So, Murad El Habuli about Iran, maybe in the WhatsApp group you can say it for me, and then I would know. Oh, Grace Lim asks, please pronounce these words. Don't. And what's the other word? I've never seen that word. DAU. I've never seen that word before. Daunt. But I would say daunt. Don't and daunt. All right, Rosa, thank you. Send me the voice message. Layla, I'm your biggest fan, Layla. Florin, I wish I could speak German grammatically correct. Florin, which language do you speak better? Do you speak English better or German better? Andre, what do you think about the most amazing country in celebrating New Year? I'm not really excited about New Year's Eve too much, but this year I will be in LA when the new year comes. Dakshina, Robin, you did. Oh, that was your blog. You provided. I checked your blog today. Uh, you didn't have any comment section. I couldn't comment on your blog. I didn't read it all, but I read two of your treks because I'm interested in travel and trekking. But if you had a comment section, I would ask questions or talk more. Kevin, wow, you're still here. Are you going to visit Israel? One day, but that's not top of my list. Florin, I speak English better than German. Well, Florin, why don't you move to Germany for 6 months? You can live in Germany, practice your German. Excuse me. All right, Grace, you have another question. To compare seldom and rarely, which adverb of frequency is less occurs? So between seldom and rarely, of course, rarely it'd be never, almost never, rarely, seldom. Stanley, I prefer Mount Kinabalu. If you love to do mountain climbing, it's about 4,000 meters in height and there is no snow. It's located in my hometown, Sabah. Okay. I almost went to your area 2 years ago. And I've been to Kota Kinabalu. I've been to Kota Kinabalu, but I didn't go to your Sabah area. But I want to. I want to. So, all right. All right. I'm just checking here. Layla, how long your trip takes USA? I'll be gone about a month and a half, but I'll still do live streams. Jessica, I wish to be more fluent in English this new year. Yeah, everyone. That's your New Year's resolution. Improve your English. Rosa, I like to learn French. Bonjour. Lauren, Robin. Incheon Mer, can you tell me some tips for reservation plane cheaper? Yes, Incheon Mer. Uh, Koreans always pay too much money for airplane tickets because language problem. Koreans don't speak English very well, so they have to use Korean websites, and the Koreans know that the Korean airline companies know this. They have advantage. So if you go to a Korean website, you have to pay more for airline tickets. Now, if you go to an English international website, you can get the same tickets for cheaper. So I usually go to kiwi.com, and I will type it in the chat, kiwi.com. Kiwi.com does not pay me any money, but that is the website I use to find the best ways to travel and the cheapest ways to travel. I really love their website, and it helps me to travel to many cities. Korean websites always too expensive. So Incheonmaer, kiwi.com. I don't know if they have a Korean version, but use that site. Don't go to a Korean website. Summer, how is Ireland? Ireland is amazing. All the countries in that area, Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, amazing. I really had a really great time in that area, and I want to go back. Stanley, I have a question. What is the difference between me too and me neither? Uh, I say a positive sentence. I like ice cream. You're going to agree. Me too. I say a negative sentence. I don't like ice cream. You're going to agree. You say, me neither. All right, that's the difference. So if I say a positive sentence, you agree, me too. If I say a negative sentence, you agree, me neither. Hangtong, English is useful for traveling, yes. All right. There's so many comments now. I'm about 3 minutes behind. Sorry, so I'm gonna move a little faster. All right, Murad, I'm gonna put a link about German languages, as it is my second language. Florin and Murad, you guys should talk. Who can speak French? I can't speak French. I know some French, but not well. Andre, is it right too much before a noun? Much too before adjective? I'm much too busy. I don't have too much money. Yeah, that's right. Kevin, I hope you come to Jerusalem. If you do, I'll be your tour guide. Well, Kevin, you said that, and because you said that, Jerusalem, Israel is moving up on my list to a place to visit because now I have a friend there. So when I'm planning my summer travel, I'll be contacting you. Grace, not only did Grace live in the projects, but she. Why do we need helping verb here and be switch the place? I cannot say not only Grace. Uh, Grace, yeah, I'm going to pass that one. That's a very complicated question. Because I don't have an immediate answer. I would have to sit down and think about that. Grace, if you haven't joined my Facebook group yet, join my Facebook group because that's a great answer that I would answer there. All right, Ferry, what's the difference between travel, vacation, holiday, and trip? Well, travel is, yeah, they're the same family, right? It's the same family, and we use these words in different ways. You're asking the question now, and I'll do my best to answer, but I can't give every situation to use these words. Let's start with holiday. Now, a holiday is usually like Christmas or New Year's. These are actual days. We call them holidays on the calendar. So your country will have holidays. But also sometimes we use holiday to mean vacation. Okay, so sometimes holiday can mean just the special days on the calendar, and sometimes it means a vacation. So vacation and holiday can be synonyms, same meaning. Vacation, I think, is more common to use when, you're taking a break from work. Okay? So maybe 2 weeks in the summer, everyone goes on vacation. So vacation, holiday, these are nouns. And trip is also a noun. Let's take a trip. So a trip is to go someplace. It might not be a vacation, it might not be a holiday. So, for example, on the weekend, let's take a trip to the beach. So it's kind of like a small vacation, or just a trip. Not really we don't really call it a vacation. But some native speakers will use trip like a vacation or holiday. I know I'm confusing you now, but a lot of these words overlap. Okay, they blend together. So to simplify it, trip is just a sudden plan to go someplace. Holiday, usually the special days, and vacation is the 2 weeks in the summer you're not working. So those are the meanings. But native speakers often will use those words the same. So you got to be careful. Now, travel is the verb. Okay, the rest are nouns. So travel. If I said I'm going on vacation, someone might ask, "Oh, where are you going to travel?" And if I said I'm going on my holiday, and someone might, "Where are you going to travel?" And if I say I'm going on a trip, someone will ask, "Where are you going to travel?" So traveling is the verb to go someplace. All right, that's all the time I'm going to spend on that question. I hope it helps you, Fenny. I hope I did make you more confused. Summer, how to improve writing skills? Well, Summer, when I get back from my trip, the first thing I'm going to do is plan a writing course. 1 week, 1 day a week, I will do a live stream about writing. Probably Monday or Tuesday night, I will do a whole course on writing. Until then, you have to practice yourself. I suggest writing a journal. But writing these days is typing. I suggest typing like Facebook journal or something like that, and invite me to read it, or a blog, and invite me to read it, and I can give feedback. Flora and Robin, I also want to learn all the grammar of English. Reading. Octa and Rosa, you guys are friends. You can speak French. I'm Abdel Raham. Hello, welcome back. Okay, I'm going to speed up here. You'll tell us the good news tonight. Well, yeah, the good news is basically I'm going to meet Esther soon, and I'm going to do the live stream with Esther. So January 3rd, 4th, I'll be here with Esther to do a live stream. So Layla, if you're a fan of Esther, it's good news. If you don't know Esther, teacher, then it's not good news. Rosa, Facebook or WhatsApp, which one do you prefer when we have questions? If they're simple questions, I prefer WhatsApp, but if they're Grammar questions, I prefer Facebook because the grammar questions usually I have to take time to explain in detail. Maya Lovers, Rosa, what's up? It's more good. You don't want to say more good, you want to say better. All right, Kevin, Americans use the word vacation, but Brits use the word holiday. Thank you. That's a good explanation. That could be true. But sometimes, I know in Canadians, we sometimes use holiday. So maybe Canadians like me, we're in the middle. But Kevin, subtitled movie clips, Kevin, he brings up a good point. I don't know everything about the English language. Jody War, welcome. Hello, teacher and classmates. My name is Ivan. Oh, I'm from Colombia. Wow. South America. I would like to ask, in which skills should I focus more to learn English? Well, I always tell my students you gotta study the 4 core English skills: reading, writing, speaking, listening, at the same time, equally every day. Don't focus on one skill. You got to practice the 4 skills every day. If you do that, your English will improve a lot faster. So that's my advice to you. Don't focus on one area. Listen to something, read something, write something, and try to speak every day. Rosa, what happened to your podcast series? That'll come back too. Just, I'm so busy, Rosa. I got so many things, and I didn't plan to create this Learn English Live channel. That was just sudden. 3 weeks ago, I decided, I'm going to make a new YouTube channel. And then I made the channel, and of course, that makes me a little bit busier. Florin, does Esther want to be in a live stream? Probably not, but I'll get her here. Yeah, Andre, you can answer Grace's sentence, but that's not easy. Because I got to research to make sure every situation. Rosa, Octa, you guys should meet in the WhatsApp. And then Ivan, Jordy War, why is your name Ivan? Many thanks for answering me, Professor. Yeah, I'm happy you're here. Seema, I think listening is the more important. I mean, it supports the other skills. Study them equally. Study them equally. Oh, I think I'm caught up on the comments. Sorry if I'm very slow answering the comments. There's just so many interesting questions here. Yeah, all skills are important. Yeah, Seema in. A lot of students, especially writing, a lot of students don't focus on writing. Wow, big mistake. Writing every day and creative writing. Like you can write a journal or a blog post, but if you start doing creative writing, where you're using your imagination and try to make characters who are speaking about, this is really helpful. And I do a lot of creative writing with my students. Listening is easy. You can listen on your way to work. Yep. Listen to some podcasts. Maya, okay. Rosa, when Esther comes, you don't work with Fanny anymore? Well, when I work with a teacher, usually I work with that teacher 1 month. So when I meet a teacher, for 1 month, I film uh, like 20, 50 videos. All right. I film all the videos at one time. And then after that, it takes me, because I do everything. I have no help here. I got to do everything, editing and filming. So for example, Fanny, with Fanny, I filmed all of her videos in the spring in Korea. And I'm about halfway finished releasing her videos. She still has another 30, 40 videos that I'm going to release in the future. But Fanny has already left Korea. Like Esther, these teachers leave Korea. I stay forever, but they leave. So Fanny she's in Europe right now. But one day I will get Fanny to do a live stream. All right, Florin, I focus on writing. Good, Florin. Send me your writing, Florin. Okay. Maya. Seema, well, when you were a baby, the first thing you did was listening. Listening is important. I agree. But I have to say, don't focus on one. All four, every day. Ivan, which one thinks that it is a bigger mistake that we comment the students of English and how it could be corrected? I'm not sure I understand your question exactly. Can you try to, Ivan, say your question a little different? Jessica, where do you live, Robin? You live in Korea? Yeah, I lived in Korea. Summer, I look forward to your writing course. Yeah, I'm planning. I love teaching writing. Andre, I will continue doing live streams forever. Just the next 2 months, they will be irregular, and you're not going to see this whiteboard. I will probably be in some hotel room. It'll just be a quick maybe Q&A. And then when I get back, I'll plan a regular schedule of courses and information for live streams. I'll have new teachers. You guys are getting sick of me. I'm going to have some other teachers probably starting in March. Remember, guys, this channel is just 3 weeks old. I didn't plan to have, 1 month ago, I didn't plan to have this channel. Just one day, I made it. And now I hope to help it grow. And you guys are helping it to grow. Rosa, I always write my diaries in English. Is it good? Yes, it is good. Can I read your diaries? All right, Florence, see you. I'm going to finish too soon. I'm going to finish this up in the next few minutes, guys. So if you have any last comments or questions, get them in now. Subtitle movie clips. I think non-native English speakers find speaking harder than writing. Yeah, I would agree. But you got to practice them both. Summer. Okay, Jessica. Ivan, according to your experience, what are the most common mistakes that English students make and what would be the solution? The most common mistake is not necessarily about English, but the attitude towards English. Here in Korea, students are scared to make mistakes. So you cannot learn until you make mistakes. So students who are not shy and they speak and they make mistakes, they learn a lot faster. But students who are shy and they only want to say perfect English, but they have no confidence, they never learn English. So unfortunately, the country I live in, very shy people compared to other parts in the world. So teaching Koreans can be very difficult because they really don't want to speak English. They don't want to make mistakes. Solution, uh, I want to hit them, but I can't. So the solution is keep encouraging them, speak, speak, but that doesn't really help so much. If I had a solution for that problem, I think I would be a very rich person. Oh, Rosa, you're going to send me the diary? Good. Ivan, sorry for the translation. I'm using Google. I thought you might, the first time, I thought you might be using Google Translation. It's very easy to know when people are using Google Translation. Google Translation has a strange but common way it speaks. Grace, I want to know my mistakes, what I'm wrong. If I don't know my mistakes, how can I fix it? How can I figure out my mistakes? Well, Grace, don't think about your mistakes because as you are continuing to learn English, naturally, a lot of your mistakes will self correct. You're going to read or listen and you're going to hear, oh, that's how to say it that way. A lot of your mistakes I will help you to correct. Like someone wrote earlier, more good or something, I will immediately say better. So there are some important mistakes I usually tell the students directly, don't do that, you do this. And Grace, I have bad news. Some of your mistakes will never get better. So that's no problem. You will have some grammar mistakes that you will use until the day you die. That's not a bad thing. Nobody here needs perfect grammar. Why do you need perfect grammar? You are all international English speakers. All right. Andre, stress after making mistakes helps to improve skills. Yes. Going back to our proverbs, no pain, no gain. All right, why wonder? I'm 43. All right, Murad, thanks a lot about your video. We have discovered a small part of your personal life, which is traveling. All right, I've learned and discovered some new things. Okay, thank you. Thank you for watching, man. Okay, Rosa, I expect your diary. Seema, he's Korean. Why wonder is Korean, and in Korean culture, age is important. Very important in Korean culture. Other parts of the world, yeah, nobody cares about age, but in Korea, usually the first question people ask each other is, how old are you? So why wonder? Yeah, if you're in another country, that's a rude question. You should not ask that question to strangers. But I know you're Korean, so I know that's an important question. Ivan, those courses that promise to learn English in 6 months, what do you think? There are intensive courses that can help people, but if you are in an intensive course, when I say intensive, if you're studying with a teacher for like 4 or 5 hours every day, yeah, 6 months, you can improve very fast. But if you're on an online course or an app, no, nobody's learning English in 6 months. Curiosity killed the cat. He's Y Wonder, X Wonder. You're giving him a warning, but there's no danger here. Seema, why the age is important? Maybe a Korean who's watching can tell us. Why is age important in Korea? I should do a live stream about Korea one day. So you guys, Korea can be very interesting place with very different customs, different from other countries. Grace, I want to know my mistakes before I die. Grace, you will know your mistakes, but they became habit. With a lot of students, they make mistakes they make the same mistake for years, and something happens. We call that fossilized. Fossilized means the mistake becomes hard to change. So Grace, there's probably some English mistakes, not big mistakes, but little mistakes. You've been using you've been saying the same mistake for 10 years. You know the mistake. You want to fix the mistake, but your brain has fossilized. It doesn't want to change because you've said that mistake so many times. It's just automatic, and it's very hard to change automatic. Andre, maybe Koreans want to know if person is older than them or not. Yeah, that's one reason. Knowing Andre, I can't read the Russian. All right, thank you, Layla. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up this live stream because it's an hour and a half and it's midnight here in Korea. It's time to go to bed. I got a lot of things to do tomorrow to prepare for my trip. The next live stream will be after Christmas. I don't know, but I'll put the schedule up on this channel. It's always the same link. You can come to the link. You can see the schedule on the thumbnail. And of course, you can still chat with me every day. I'm still in the WhatsApp groups. I'm still on Facebook. Check the links below to be in contact with me. I'm still there every day. I'm not dying. I'm not disappearing. So Rosa, Layla, I'll talk to you. Same. When I'm traveling, I'm always with you guys. All right. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the future.